Hard hitters.
A demon with the mans, a demon with the mans. I'm a demon with the mans. I got demons on demand, yeah. I'm a demon at the man. You bought the demon at the man.
What's going on, y'all? Thank you for joining us on the next episode of Hard Hitters. I'm joined today by my two hosts, Ryan, Brandon, and of course it's me,
What's
JJ.
going on?
What's going on, y'all?
What up?
Anyways, song of the week today is what is it? Demon by Lil Wayne.
Banger.
No. No, it's not. It's in fact not. Because I think Lil Wayne kind of fell off, but
Well, I haven't even listened to this song in particular, but
yeah.
I do listen to Mona Lisa.
Yeah,
by
everybody
Lil Wayne,
do.
if y'all.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
likes Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa tells
Mona Lisa.
a nice heartfelt
Everybody
story
like
of
Mona
woman and
Lisa.
Lil Wayne taking people's money.
Lisa.
So I like it. You know, I love the new music these days, especially by Lil
I love the
Wayne.
new music these days.
Don't make fun of me.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
brush
we
this to the
gotta
side.
we gotta run that back.
No, I like that.
Alright.
I like that. Anyways, we're gonna run into our first topic, which is gonna be Final Four predictions.
Oh, this
Final
should
Four
be
of college
interesting.
Basketball. Yeah.
All right, so to start it off, I'm gonna make it simple. Duke for sure. Top
Uh-huh.
two freshmen in the country: R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson. They made it look easy last night. 118 points. So they're definitely, in my opinion, going to the Final Four.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Kansas. They have a very talented coach, Bill Self.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Villanova to repeat.
Okay.
Not necessarily to repeat, but to definitely secure a spot in the Final Four.
Okay.
And I'm gonna round it off the final one with Virginia. I know they got
Okay.
upset last year in the first round, which nobody obviously saw that coming. But I think with that strong defense, I believe they led the ACC last year in points allowed.
They probably.
So give me
got it.
Virginia to bounce back for sure, win the ACC, and go all the way to the Final Four in this year's March Madness tournament.
Your Final Four isn't that different from mine because I have Duke and Kentucky too, and Villanova in mine because I like Villanova just because like.
I like
I don't-
Villanova because of their coach. That's what
Yeah. I mean, good coaching style leads to good things. You feel me? But I don't know, Ryan. You've been kind of quiet.
Yeah, you know, well, the thing is that none of these names surprise me. You know, these are names that you talk about almost
Yeah.
every single year.
Yeah.
You know, you could probably put these names on a dartboard, throw it, and 9 times out of 10 that team's going to be in the Final Four.
Mhm.
You talk about teams that are trying to crack into it maybe for the first time in a while or the first time ever.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe Tennessee could get back there. I really
like
think
an
that
underdog kind of
yeah,
thing.
maybe a little
SEC.
underdog. Tennessee. I'm also looking at Auburn.
Okay.
Could maybe make their way, you know, at least into the Elite Eight. And once you're in the Elite Eight, it's really almost anyone's game.
Making it
especially
into
once
the
you get
Elite
up
Eight
there, almost.
is good enough. You feel me? I mean, that's good enough.
Well, it is good enough, and it will definitely get you some notoriety for your
Yeah.
school there. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty that Auburn, if they can get into the Final Four, they can make and then win that game. That would be huge for Auburn. That'd be huge for the school, especially when they just win and lost Mustafa Heron there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they still got lots of their high percentage shooters back on the team. Look for them to crack the Final Four. I think that's one team for sure that's going to make it.
So nobody's gonna say Florida Gulf Coast.
No.
Yeah.
All right, that's our Final Four predictions. Then we're gonna move on to our topics in the NBA. Kyrie and Jamal started some. I'm not gonna say it was beef, but
No.
Kyrie was acting.
I
out.
was
No, it was just Kyrie being
Kyrie
Kyrie
was
again.
acting
So
out,
yeah,
you know.
so
He just wanted to make a fan's day, throw the ball into the stands.
Yeah.
You know, was it acceptable to be angry? Sure, you know, you could be a little ticked off of him,
Yeah.
Jamal trying to do it like that. But you know, you always got to be professional when on your court. You can't just
True.
take a ball and chuck it into Row G over there.
That
You know,
counts.
I mean, before you make a decision like that, you always got to think about what the team implications are going to be and what your financial implications are going to be as well.
yeah, I think it was just like a lack of maturity. I mean, Jamal
Right.
Murray is 21 years old. He's
He's
in
just
his third
acting
year
out.
in the league. He had 47 points. He was obviously trying to go for
Right.
50.
Mhm.
So it was just a stupid mistake on both parts.
Yeah.
Kyrie for throwing the ball in the stands and Jamal Murray for taking that
Yeah,
final
Kyrie
shot.
just kind of had a little bit like a temper tantrum. You feel me? That's what I
Yeah.
kind of got from it. That's what we got to say about Jamal and Kyrie. Let's move on to our next topic. Jags have lost.
Oh,
The Jags
I know this
lost
is the
their
end
primetime
Ryan
games.
fired
mad.
up.
This does make me mad.
Jags lost their primetime games.
Yeah, they did. They lost their one primetime game. I don't want to hear anybody say, "Oh, well, they played against who was it over in London? Eagles. They played against the Philadelphia Eagles. That was nationally televised. Yeah, it was,
It
but no
was.
one's waking up at 9:30 in the morning to watch that. And if you did, I feel sorry for you. However, that's not to say that Jacksonville should have lost their one and only primetime game. This is the first time in 25 years that a team that has not cracked the championship game has not had a primetime Sunday night or Monday night spot.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. See, Jacksonville fans used to be real content with their every year we had the Titans. And now the Titans are kind of kicking their can around, and they're probably honestly the schedule makers looking at it, they're saying, well, Jacksonville has definitely been falling off the wagon a little bit recently. But the Steelers have not. You know, they took it away from the Steelers as well. They took a good chance for them to watch us whack us around.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you could make a argument on both sides. I mean, Miami, if you take a look at the Dolphins last year, they had 4 primetime games under Jay Cutler. I mean, who's going to watch a Monday night game with Jay Cutler? I mean, who's going to watch
Well, the only reason they got that is because they were so good the year before.
Well, yeah.
And that's the only reason we got our primetime game.
And it's like.
And Jacksonville was, what, 8 minutes away from heading to the last year's Super Bowl?
Yeah,
so,
they were really close to the Super Bowl,
so
bro.
it doesn't, I don't know. I mean,
it's just like, which one is which games are more entertaining, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee.
Not the one they switched it with.
Yeah, I believe it was
Vikings,
Vikings
Chicago.
Bears,
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch that. Get that off my TV screen.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to our next topic. I want to talk to you about the Saints. Do y'all think that the Saints are for real this season?
Well, they did acquire Des Bryant today, so I'm definitely gonna say yes, they are.
So they're so much better with Des Bryant. He's been out of a job for the past couple of weeks.
I know. Well, I mean, I wouldn't even necessarily call it an upset in general. I mean, but they did beat the previously unbeaten Los Angeles Rams by 10 points. With Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara.
They have a good record.
Yeah,
they have a good record.
And now you factor in Des Bryant. I mean,
the only other
don't sleep on Des Bryant.
Right? Yeah.
Well, the Chiefs as well.
Yeah,
but
Chiefs.
That's AFC.
So.
But yeah, I think they're for real. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, if we see another Rams Saints NFC Championship game match.
Well, I'll give it to the Saints. They've had a great start. They've had a really good start, but we're in the second half of the season. This is when all the teams are getting competitive, and we have to look at the schedule. The Saints have to go back through their division.
Yeah,
the division is not necessarily, especially the NFC South, is not necessarily the easiest division to play in right now. The Panthers are right on their butt. Yeah. They have to play them twice in the last 3 weeks. That might be to decide the division there. Falcons stay competitive at 4-4. It's going to be hard going back in there. And I'm looking at so the Saints they've definitely 8-1 now.
Yeah. 7-1.
7-1 now. 4 of their wins were decided by a score or less. So basically, they almost got away with those wins. So you know they're not beating these teams by these astronomical numbers that these other good teams maybe in the AFC are doing. That you see like the Chiefs and the Patriots. So impress me in this next half of the season. And crack the playoffs, and then we'll see what they can do.
I'm just saying it's like competition. You know what I mean? They can definitely compete. They're not like dominating out there. But
keep in mind too, when Des Bryant signed today with the New Orleans, he wasn't going for the money because Baltimore and I believe other teams offered Des Bryant more money than the Saints.
Really?
Yeah, he just wanted to hop on he obviously a good playoff team because I think New Orleans is going to go far.
He wanted to get the ball thrown to him by Drew Brees.
We got our game day preview starting up with Will, one of Hard Hitter's very own, and a new one of our very own, Andy, hopping on for the preview.
What's up, everybody?
And our first game is going to be BC at Clemson. Or not at Clemson, but they're playing Clemson. You feel me?
Yeah, so Clemson is traveling to Boston College. This is Boston College's first time hosting game day since 2009.
Yeah.
I mean, this game isn't even going to be close. I mean, we all saw like what happened last week, 77-16. Clemson smacked Louisville right in the mouth. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is going to drop dimes all over the fields. I mean, Boston College shouldn't even be in the conversation. They haven't played anyone all year.
Okay.
Like, come on. Clemson, on to the next game. They're in the playoff already.
All right, bet.
I 100% agree with you. I mean, we all know that Alabama's the top team in college this year. Clemson's trying to put themselves into that conversation. They're tired of hearing that it's Alabama in the field.
Yeah.
And they're on a hot streak. The last 3 games they played NC State, Florida State, Louisville, and they beat them by a combined 144 points.
Yeah, it's really nothing but dubs from them on their end. They're fun to watch.
It's not even going to be close. Not even going to be close.
All right, so that's our Boston College and Clemson. Next game, Oklahoma State against Oklahoma.
Yeah, Bedlam. Big-time Bedlam game. This game is going to be like 120 to 115. These defenses are non-existent. You pretty much got Panera Bread employees on either side of the defense for both teams. I mean, defense is non-existent in the Big 12. I mean, Kyler Murray is going to make enough big plays to keep Oklahoma in this game. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is at Oklahoma State, but, I mean, that doesn't matter. Oklahoma's running away with it.
What if their coaching staff just heard you diss them like that, bro?
I mean, Mike Gundy has a mullet. The power mullet is definitely a thing, but, I mean, hell, I mean, that's not – Oklahoma's going to win this one.
I don't know. I think it could be a trap game for Oklahoma.
Really?
Oklahoma State's a weaker rival this year. They haven't really been relevant. They're trying to get that big statement win after they did beat Texas. They need these 2 wins to get back into the relevancy.
Yeah.
And I think Oklahoma's going to try to be looking ahead to their matchup against West Virginia, and I think they're going to overlook Oklahoma State, which is a big mistake.
Big mistakes, bro. I don't like it. Because when you underestimate teams, you're kind of just already kind of taking an L.
Yeah, I mean, but like Kyler Murray, bro, like he's so good, and like I mean, Oklahoma State, yeah, they beat Texas, but like that's their one upset of the year, and Texas is not back, folks. So,
all right,
we'll see.
All right, yeah, we'll see. Next game we got Ohio State, Michigan State. What y'all think?
I mean, this game is going to be very close. I mean, it's at East Lansing. Brian Lewerke is like Helen Keller throwing a football, though. He sucks. Ohio State is definitely going. I mean, Dwayne Haskins is going to make enough big plays to get away with this one. I mean, it's going to be close. It's going to be 24-17, I feel like. Ohio State win.
Good game.
Yeah, I think Ohio State needs this win. They really only got one impressive win this year against Penn State. They really haven't played anybody else impressive.
Okay.
Their last 3 games of the season, they got 2 ranked games, obviously against Michigan State and then against number 4 Michigan. So they really need all these wins.
Yeah. Who doesn't need a win, bro? No one wants to take a
Yeah,
loss.
no, November football is when you define, when your season is defined. I mean, this is, you want to win as much as you possibly can in November. I mean, it's the month that matters.
All right, and that's today's episode of Hard Hitters. Make sure you go ahead and follow us on our Instagram at FGCU ENTV. And make sure you also go ahead and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Anyways, my name is KJ, your host, and we got who is
I'm Brandon.
We got Will.
Andy.
And I'm Ryan.
All right, that's what's up. Today's episode of Hard Hitters.